Impressive, Snake.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 23rd of July. I'm looking at Cannon Bubble on the ZX Spectrum today. I thought it'd be a nice change, and it's nice to continue with the Specky. It's been a while since we've done many Specky games, so I thought I'd give this a go. So I hope you're all in a piratey mood. But this already looks really quite nice. And if you've ever played Puzzle Bobble, you know what to expect. I might just fudge that up already. Yeah, I think I can't fudge that up already. That was good, wasn't it? Maybe not. Oh, I won't be alright, actually. Oh, no, maybe not. Just get that there. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so yes, you can see it is a puzzly type game. Match up the different colours, and they will fall off the screen, just like that. Which is nice. Now, the thing I like about this game, it's very colourful. And if you're a fan of the Spectrum, you know that wasn't one of its strong points, but this is really quite nice. On the 128K as well, ladies and gentlemen, because you wouldn't get a nice soundtrack like this on a 48K. It'd just be beeps, bloops, and buzzes. Yeah, that's pretty much all you got on the 48K. Bless its little heart, though. It did a really good job of putting some good games out there, as you saw with Chucky Egg yesterday. Anyway, love this already, actually. It's, puzzle games aren't my jam, but there are certain puzzle games that I'll play and I really enjoy them, and this is turning out to be one of them. It is very nicely done, and I love the graphics on the outside of the playing field as well. You've got a pirate there with his peg leg standing on a treasure chest there, and on the other side you have got the skeleton with we've got the skull with the sword in his gob. So there you go. For you American guys, a gob is your mouth. It's slang over here. Beautiful slang. Anyway, so you see there you've got a cannon. That's what you're firing these things. I guess these are meant to be different coloured cannonballs. But yeah, so you've got a little score at the top, which is quite nicely situated. Every now and again, you get a different colour, like a detonation ball. You'll get rid of a few on the screen at once, which is quite nice. Don't rely on it. That's all I'm going to say. But this is a really nicely done game. And if you look in the bottom left, next to the cannon, whenever I move it, oh yeah, let's wait for the next stage. When I move it, keep an eye on the little fella that's situated to the left. There you go. So he actually is pulling and pushing the cannon to be able to move it in the different directions. It's like those little unnecessary touches that you don't really need, but you really appreciate them when they're there. I think that's really cool. So here we go. Here's a special one here. We can hit that. It'll take all the blue ones off the playing field, which is quite nice. Nice little feature, isn't it? Now, you don't get a guiding arrow or a guiding line on this game. You just have to, well, point and shoot and hope for the best, really. But what I do like about this, and it is a nice little feature, is that you can see which colour ball you're going to get next by looking at the crosshair on the screen. So if you're sort of panicking or figuring out which one's coming next, just look at the crosshair. It's there. It also tells you in the little panel in the bottom left-hand corner. It says next ball, so you can almost like preempt what you're going to have. But yeah, the cursor will change colour depending on what colour you're going to get next. I like that. It's very good. Some nice shading going on there with the cannonballs as well. And now we've got a nudie mermaid or something waving her stick about, but that's nice as well. The whole graphical presentation of this is quality. It's really, really nice. And had you played this back in the day, this would have been like one of those titles that you'd have probably picked up, I don't know, about $3.99, maybe $2.99, $3.99. It's a budget range game, but a quality one. It almost reminds me of something that Codemasters would have published, and that is not a bad thing, depending on your outlook, because some people don't like Codemasters. I think they put some pretty good games out in the day, but this I would have been happy to have seen under a Codemasters label. I think it's very good. But I like the fact you've got all these different stages as well. So there's no two. I guess it's kind of like a progress thing. You get to a certain stage, you'll get a certain graphic representation, and then you'll do a few more stages with that same graphics, and then you'll move on to a different background, etc., etc. Now, the other thing I like about this game is that you've got a soundtrack going through it as you play, and you get this jaunty little ditty. I think it's a take on the Sailor's Hornpipe when you finish a level and go on to your next one. Again, that's really nice. Now, there's not really any. You get the sound of the cannonballs launching as well, which is the weirdest cannonball noise I've ever heard, but it works. So there's no stone unturned here. They've done a very good job, and attention to detail is really, really nice. And to actually think that this is a Spectrum game is mind-blowing in a way, because there's so much going on and there's no slowdown. Slowdown was one of those things that happened a lot on Spectrum, especially when the screen started to get busy. I think I might have just fudged that up. There we go. Yes. The other good thing about this game is it's 2 players simultaneously, so you can play against your friends. How's that for a continue screen? Oh, that's awesome. We'll continue. Yes, it's a 2-player split screen game where if you've ever played competitive Tetris or what's the one for the Mega Drive called? That's gone out of my head. But you know the one I'm thinking about? Is it Jules? Is it Jules? I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, you can go split screen and you can play against your friends. So you can get the biggest score or beat each other. I think it's along the same lines as Tetris. Once you've dropped a few barrels, they will shoot over to the other screen. But considering that there is a multiplayer option and it's simultaneous not co-op, it's simultaneous gameplay as well, and you can choose all the different control methods as well. You can play on the keys, you can play on joystick, whichever is your preference, you can do it. So happy days. This is turning out to be a rather good one, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I'd say the sound, the music, the graphics all tie together really quite nicely. So what's the gameplay like? Well, you can see for yourselves here that it's very simplistic, but it works. If you've ever played Puzzle Bobble, then you will. This is right up your street. It'll be up your street if you enjoyed it. But yeah, I enjoy Puzzle Bobble, and this is kind of one of those games I really enjoy. Match up the colours, and I love that little ditty. So cool. Anyway, yeah, so playability-wise, it's absolutely on the money, and the fact it's actually got a split screen versus sort of mode is really, really good as well. I like that. Oh dear. Might be in trouble here, actually, folks. Oh no, there we go. Saved my height. Oh, poo. Yeah, that's screwed it, hasn't it? There we go. So I don't know if I can continue again. No, so it goes back there. You can see there, player 1, player 2. You can define your keys as well, folks. Absolutely. Another thing which I mentioned on the Chucky Egg review. Love the fact that you can redefine your keys. That makes life so much simpler. If you've got a key set or key bindings that you really enjoy playing with, then you can apply it to this game. But the controls really are simple, and we'll cover those right now. So it's left and right to aim your cannon, and then it is the fire button to launch the cannonballs into the atmosphere there, and hopefully you'll get a match. So there. But yeah, it's a very well thought out game. The playability's there, the replay value is absolutely there as well. I think this is a great game, and I think this is something that I personally will come back to and play again when I've got a few minutes to spare, which isn't very often these days, but it's one of those games that I would quite happily load up again and give it a go. Now, loading time isn't that bad either. Now, if you play on emulation, you can use Time Warp or Turbo and get it loaded in a matter of seconds. But if you do want to play it on actual hardware, or even on the Spectrum, it should play on there as well. So give it a go, folks. Let me know in the comments if this is the kind of game that you enjoy, and if you would pick it up and play it. I will put a link in the description as well, so you can go and download it yourselves. It is free, so go and knock yourselves out. Not literally, because then you can't play. But there you go. Anyway, that's about it from me. I will be back very soon with something else for you to look at. I hope you've enjoyed the couple of Spectrum games we've looked at over the last couple of days. It's something that I plan on doing a bit more on, because the Spectrum was, well, a massive part of my life. and I think being able to bring you some of the games that I enjoyed growing up, I think would be something that would be quite fun as well. Not to mention that, you know, I do try and promote as many indie games as possible, especially if they're good ones. Even if they're not good ones, I'll put them on the channel. But yeah, we try and bring them as many sort of new releases as we can to the channel, just to give those developers some well-deserved coverage, and then hopefully you'll go off and get them and part with a couple of pounds or whatever it is. It's, you know, games aren't that expensive these days, but a lot of them are free, and there's an option to donate. And if you do that, then that's wonderful of you. You are an amazing human being, and I love you all. So anyway, on that note, I will leave you for now, and I shall be back very soon with something else for you to look at. So until then, my friends, you keep it retro, and as usual, it's bye for now. Bye bye.
why you're here. You remember games from the yesteryear, games with pixels and that bleep bloop sound, but boy, they were the very best games in town. We light up the night, neon dreams in our eyes, arcade machines whispering low, pixelated worlds where we all come alive, level up high, let the good times flow. Joystick in hand, where we live in the past, high scores and laughter, we're making it last. With every coin drop, we're forging a bond, in this pixel paradise we'll always respond. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Club, where the 8-bit dreams never fade away. Gaming to the beat of our favorite tunes, let's play till the dawn, we'll never lose. Neon lights shining, we're lost in the glow, in the Retro Gaming Club. Let's go, let's go. Flashback to battles, we'll play side by side, power-ups and hearts, love in disguise. We'll race through the levels, collect all the coins, in this timeless adventure we're waiting to join. Crashing 8-bit beats, igniting the night, from pixels to dreams we'll take flight. With every button pressed, our spirits ignite, in this retro wonderland everything feels right. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Club, where the 8-bit